change, you know what it is. The boys on the net just talking that biz. mffls gather ball in the chat. Across the globe, we talking the Mavs. You just can't play with the kid. Come listen, Texas, come see how they live. Watch the replay, come and see what they did. It's tough one of y'all, come and see what it is. You got King, he's a poppin' prophet, or he like Neo in the Matrix. You got Ray, the tech god, or Mass Mind, Ali at his greatest. Baltimore to Dallas, you know that the flights are not stopping. Triple double madness, that Luka out here dropping. The place that trades up and sit and profit. They gonna take our picks and they gonna keep it honest. Numbers, development, that player progress, down to the team, up to the front. So get your seats, gather your comments, keep it clean and stay on topic. WTM, speak your part, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Glow Yard.
Yeah.
What is my fault? What is my fault?
Was so good, man. She did a thing on that one. YouTube, Glow Yard Game, mffl, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs YouTube channel. Listen, man, this guy here eating the most fireest pizza I ever had in my life. After that, I'm hungry. I don't know which one it is, but it's your boy Real. And joining me, man, is my partner in crime. It is my boy King. What up, man?
Nothing much, bro. Tough loss today. I was hoping to come in here with a victory. I guess TGK is right when he always says that we have a guest that we take the L. But nonetheless, I want to introduce our guest today. He may be Luka Doncic's biggest fan ever, as well as Goran Dragic, who could have been a Mav, but we'll talk about that later. And that's my guy Greg from Greg's Court. What's up, Greg?
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me. It's a real honor to be on your show. And by the way, that intro was dope, man. Whoa!
Thank you.
I need one of these, man. I need one of these.
Yeah, it's pretty new, man. I think it's what, our third show with the King?
Yeah, our third one.
Yeah, I think it's our third one.
My wife that put it together. She rapped on it. So
whoa!
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Queen.
Hey, we need to put better. Yeah, we need to put the remix up. I apologize. I forgot to set that up. We got a remix to it, y'all, with a couple of ad-libs and stuff in there, man. I think y'all like it. But listen, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and do us a huge favor, guys, and hit that subscribe button, guys. We definitely appreciate the support that you guys are giving us on this channel and helping us grow this channel. We just ask for continued support from you guys, helping us to grow this channel, guys. Also, hit that like button, guys, to help us build up the algorithm to bring more Mad fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard Game. Also, we got a special, I can't say a special occasion, but we got a brand new feature here on the channel, guys. If you're looking at us maybe on your cell phone, you can see right there beside where you have the subscribe button at, and there's now a join option, guys. Listen, me and King are starting to put some things together for the special members here on Glow Yard. If you hit that join button, you can definitely find out what those things are. We have some options, guys, now that me and King going to start making more videos like this with guests like Greg. And we'll start making videos like this, guys, for guys who join the Glow Yard, and they can see these videos now live. So today we're doing it for everyone, but moving forward, we're going to start doing more special guest type of features for it's called the Glow Yard crew member tier, guys. So you guys can click on that. You can join the Glow Yard if you guys are interested in joining for additional content. It's not just for us making videos, it's other things too, guys, for you guys. So as far as one of the options we're going to start doing, me and King on Fridays, if the Mavs play on Friday, we're going to start having live videos with the Glow Yard members to join us to watch the games live. Also, we're going to, like I said, we're going to have more special guests to where you guys can watch those shows. And also, me and King are going to start doing live shows with you guys on the shows. So if you join the Glow Yard, guys, you can get all those options plus more. Yeah. But yes, go ahead and hit that join button, guys. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet. All right, man. I think I did all of it, King. I think I got everything.
Think you did.
Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Let's go ahead and get into this game, man. Go ahead and let the folks at home, man, know what the score was of the game, King.
It was 130 to 122 for the bad guys today, you guys. Mavericks continue to fall. That's 3 in a row, and I believe 5 out of the last 6.
So that's the last 6 out of 8 that we've lost.
Ooh, 6 out of 8. That's even worse. Yeah.
Yep. All right, man. Go ahead and tell them who the top performers were.
Yeah, Luka with an okay 34-8, and Dejounte Murray gave you 37-4 today. Nice game from him.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray's 30 was a little heavier than Luka's today, I have to admit. But we'll get into all that, man. Let me go ahead and get into these stats right here for the game today. So Atlanta shot 56% from the field, 50% from three, 95% from the free throw line. Dallas shot 52% from the field, 38% from three, 18 to 24 for 75% from three, man. So, yeah, it was one of those games. Is like you just kind of felt. I don't know about you, man. Something just felt off today. I was happy to have our returning guys, but it just felt off today. But let's go ahead and give Greg a chance, man, to kind of give us his take on this game, man. What you think for the game so far today, Greg?
Well, yeah, I mean, with Luka back on the court, I really thought that Mavs would bring a win, but unfortunately not. It was showing off good from the first half on. I think Luka scored 19 in the first quarter.
Quarter, yeah.
Yeah, and on the second quarter, 0. And
Yeah.
but anyway, Mavs were still on the lead. Trey Young was not giving that many points that we expect from him, but yeah, other guys showed up. So Murray and Capella and Bogdanovic also. So well, yeah, they had some hot guys. At the other hand, Mavs. Basic contribution from Wood and anybody else, but I still think that they are too much on it's too much on the Lucas hand. Everybody is just watching him what he's going to do, and all of a sudden some turnovers come from the Luka, and I think this is not good. The great example of how the Mavs should play it was probably against the LA Lakers, because not only Luka, Wood, Dinwiddie, and Tim Hardaway. So we have now 4 guys with 20 points or more, and I think this is the way to win the games, And it was close game till what 5 minutes till the end, something like that, but then just went down, and the loss is here.
All right, man. What you got, King? What's on your mind, man?
I'm basically going to piggyback off of Greg. The same things. It was basically, but the main thing for me was defense.
Yeah.
I talked to TGK before the show for his pregame. Check him out if you guys don't check out TGK's pregames. He does them before each game. But I told him the defense will be back today. I predicted a 113-99 score. Just thinking the defense will return with Josh Green returning and Dodo coming back as well. That didn't seem to happen. The Mavericks couldn't stop guys. They allowed 40 in the first quarter, I believe.
Yeah.
And it just was there from that point on. We had 4 guys that almost scored 20 today, but no one else. And that's hard to play even before guys getting over 20 when you got a team of, I think it had 8 guys on Atlanta that went in double digits today. Trey Young had like 17, 15 points, something like that. Like he didn't have too much. 18. So
18, yeah.
Yeah, 5 of 11. But back to our guys. Like Luka had his 19 in the first quarter. He ended with 30. It's just Luka numbers. He was 9 of 19, which isn't horrible, but it isn't as efficient as we wanted him to be. His efficiency has been a little bit off recently.
Yeah.
But I felt like the 19 in the first quarter, they came huge, and I thought he was going to have a huge night. After the 19, I was like, okay, Luka's going to go for probably 50 tonight.
I thought that too.
And I felt like DeJounte Murray actually did a good job on him in the second half and actually forced the ball or denied him a lot of the ball in the second half. So I give kudos to DeJounte Murray that worked in that game. DeJounte actually had an awesome game today. I would give him the game ball for the play of the game today. As I said, Luka had his buckets early in the game, but it felt like it was early. And I don't know. I would ask Greg about this. Do you feel like Luka's losing the team a little bit? I shouldn't say he's losing the team, but like, do you feel like he's kind of not believing in the team as much anymore? Or do you feel like, it's just this team, we're just going through a funk right now and it is what it is?
Interesting question. I would say I'm not quite sure. I know him, but I don't know him that well. He's known as a guy who trusts his teammates no matter what, and he is known as a guy who will do everything for his team. So, in my opinion, he would he would like to stick with his team. Of course, as him as others like we fans, we want some contributions, some other guys to step up, but I don't know. I think he's a believer, and he wants to stick with the team and just to grow as a team. So anyway, last year it was a pretty same situation after All-Star break, something like that. The Mavs had a great run, and we are not there yet, but there is still time. So when the time will be right, I think they will grow up as a team, and let's give him a little bit more time.
Okay. Well, like I said, other than that, I just had a question about that. It was a good point. Spencer Dinwiddie came. I felt like he was clutch. Tried to come through in the fourth quarter and all. Christian Wood was big, other than the foul trouble, which I felt like is keeping him out of games because he doesn't have another center beside him. That Dwight Powell experiment is just over. I wish we would stop.
Yeah.
Reggie seems to maybe get out of his funk, so maybe that's a good thing. Luka fed him. What was that? The first game in Portland, and he got out of his funk. It seemed like, and he's been okay since. So that's a good thing. But it's really defense, man. Josh Green gave you 20 minutes a day, gave you 9 points. I feel like he was big. Dodo came back, offensive put back at the end of the game. He's doing his thing. So it really was defense. I mean, that is what it is. At the end of the day, they couldn't stop anybody. And I feel like they scored the ball enough. It was good, but they couldn't stop. So defense, and that's it. Like, we got to get our defense together. We guys just came back, so hopefully that's part of the reason. But that's what I got from it today, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to ask y'all, do y'all think it's because people are coming back, or do y'all think it's just more of the same with the defense? Because now this is 3 games in a row where Dallas has given up over 130 points.
I don't know. I'm just.
We didn't look like this last year at this time. We didn't even know what 130 looked like unless we were scoring.
Yeah, that's absolutely too much. And in the playoffs, in the series against the Phoenix Suns, I think the defense, especially in the last game, this was the key. We were known about that defense. Right now, we are seeing nothing from the last playoff team.
Aren't we like now in the bottom 10 of defense?
So they said, matter of fact, your best friend Barbie Carrilla says this. So when Josh Green got hurt, we were 11th in defense. When Dodo got hurt, we fell to 16th. Oh. When both of them are now out, we're the bottom. I want to say 28th in defense. Yeah, and I mean look at what happened tonight. Like I said, the last 3 games. We're giving up over 130 points. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's not. Yeah. So
turnovers too. Though, right before you go, turnovers was I didn't touch on that one, but the Mavericks been sloppy with the ball recently. I don't know what's going on. Like a bunch of turnovers, and it's not normal. And I said that before the season. I was worried about that with the loss of JB, but it didn't seem to bite us early as much as it is right now. Like it's that turnover game is vicious.
I'm about to tell you why. So, if you've noticed, I don't mean you've been saying, like, you said a minute ago, Luka has not been kind of looking like himself lately. Mm-hmm. Like, he's still putting the numbers up because he's Luka. He can walk into 30, or he can wake up out the bed and get 30. That's nothing. But it's the effectiveness of that 30. It's not the same, right? Mm-hmm. And we're starting to learn now. Teams are starting to do this. If you notice, they did it tonight here in Atlanta. They're trapping Luka every time he touches the ball. Yep. I don't care where he is on the court. They're trapping him. Yep. Teams are starting to figure out, we're not going to let you beat us. We're going to let the rest of them beat us. And we already see how it is when Luka's not playing in the game. What happens? We lose, right? So now they're just completely taking him out the game during the game when he's in the game. So now it started to become noticeable, man, because like Luka had that quick, like Greg said, he had that quick 19 points in the first quarter. and then Nathan Millen called that timeout. Was like, nah, we gotta shut that down. We're not gonna have this. So from the second quarter on, guess what they were doing? They were trapping Luka, which is why Luka only scored 11 points the rest of the way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now he got 8 assists. He could have had more than that, but if people were just hitting their shots. But there was a lot of wide open threes people were missing. Yeah, exactly the same story. But a few of those shots, like King was saying, you know, you had Dodo and them. You could tell it was a little rust from Dodo. Listen, Josh Green though.
Josh Green.
Oh my God, I miss Josh Green, bro. His energy.
Yeah.
He was to the point that he was a threat on the offensive boards today, bro. They called what was it 3 offensive fouls on him? Trying to get the offensive rebound. Dodo came in and got you a couple offensive rebounds. We really missed these guys, man. And I think if they didn't get hurt and we played this game today, like they had always been here this whole time, we played this game today, I think we would have won. Because there was a lot of wide open threes that Dodo missed that I think that he would have made if he wasn't, you know, rusty, been out. I think they said Dodo been out for how long? Dodo been out? They said I saw it today and I forgot what it was.
It might have been the longest of his career.
It might have been. Josh been out for 20 games.
Yeah.
I can't remember. They said how long Dodo was out. But I was like, Jesus, man. But yeah, like I said, man, you already see just the sliver of impact that they had in the game today, man, with those 2 guys back, and we really missed it, man. Yeah, it's just the defense, bro. Greg, let me get your opinion on this, man, because we here in Dallas. We had a fan, I don't know if you heard about it, a fan put up a billboard, or he did a mural here downtown about the Luka needs help. Well, yeah. let me get your opinion on that whole situation, man, because I know me and King talk about this all the time. The Glow Yard talks about it all the time. The fact that we feel like Luka, it's just like games like this. That's no disrespect to, you know, Christian Wood or Spencer Dinwiddie, right? Like we like those guys, but you see the difference between DeJounte Murray's impact compared to those guys' impact. You know what I'm saying? It's like a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like I think King, you brought it up to me. What was it? A few shows ago when you asked me, you know, who would I rather have out of DeJounte Murray and Spencer Dinwiddie? And when he was doing this tonight, I said, damn, that's why King said what he said. So, but yeah. Like what's your opinion on that whole situation, man, with the whole mural downtown that fan painted? Great.
Yeah, well, basically in Slovenia, that Luka needs help. This is nothing new, you know. We talk about this all the time, you know. Of course, he's our guy, and we treat him a lot like that, you know. But anyway, I don't think it was nothing disrespectful, especially because the fan made this up. You know, this is original his opinion, and I think he's right. You know, Luka is now in the 5th season with the Dallas Mavericks. We saw the experiment with Kristaps. It didn't work out as good as we all think it would. But right now with Christian Wood addition, I think they are a very good duo. Spencer Dinwiddie is a great player. I love him, but he's not constant. He's not at that same level that he was back in the Washington or Nets days. But anyway, Luka is championship caliber, you know. So around that kind of player, you need great additions. But right now, I don't see that. Unfortunately, as you were mentioning, guys, before, the defense, the one more thing. Adjustments in the game. I think that Kid or whoever is not doing enough to help Luka and other guys to change something in the game. If they trap Luka, you know, so Luka today scored 19 in the first quarter.
11.
I mean,
11 the rest of the way.
It was a different game after that quarter, you know, but. Also, we saw that against the Portland, you know, they trapped him all first half, you know. So this was a good strategic game for Portland. Then it worked out, and I don't see that coming from the Dallas, you know. This is one problem. The second, Luka may need more help. Of course, we have time now on this trade deadline. It's like 1 month left, something like that.
Probably
Probably a little less than a month, yeah.
Yeah, I really hope something would happen here because if it's not going to, I mean, I don't see this team going any forward than last year. But last year the conference finals, this is great achievement. This is really amazing achievement. But the championship, it doesn't just came like. You have to change something, and this is urgent right now for the Mavs.
You know what's funny, Greg? You said that when you talked about adjustments.
Yeah.
Like you heard me just say that teams are starting to trap Luka. We've seen it so many times here over the last handful of games, and yet Kid and them have still not found a way to try to free him up off the traps or something to utilize those positions or whatever, right? And that's the part I don't understand because I think I heard one of the guys, it might have been Derek Harper, said this I think a couple games ago when they started doing it.
Yeah.
You know, like they got to find a way to help Luka on the traps. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you saw when Luka was talking to Christian Wood on one of them. He's like, "Yo, stand right there because they're gonna trap me every time I touch the ball over the top of the key or whatever."
He saw the defensive play of other team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I play devil's advocate
Go
a
ahead.
little bit? Is it just that Kid doesn't have the personnel as well?
Ooh.
Is it partially the personnel as well? Because we see that play. I told you when Christian Wood stands in the middle.
Yeah.
That pass to the wide open corner is open every time, and it's about
Right.
guys knocking down shots, man. Like it's just simple as that. Like if they're going to do that every time, and three's worth more than two, and you're a shooter on that corner, you're one of the best shooters in the world. You call yourself Reggie Bullock. You have to constantly knock down that shot every time you're wide open. You know, like or at least like 9 out of 10 times when you're wide open. It can't be 1 out of 3 on a wide open shot. Like it can't be that. So it's just what other moves do you do? The only other guy you can put in the middle right there is Christian Wood. We know that. What else is there to do?
Yeah. I mean,
Man, we're gonna have to do a show, King, between now and then. I kind of wish we could do it sooner than later because we've been getting hit by different Glow Yard members on Twitter with these different trade scenarios. And one of them, I think they heard something from Bobby Marks. I kind of want to get your opinion on. But we'll probably get to that soon. Probably in another show. Nah, you right, man. We always talk about the fact that we don't have shooters. We have guys who can shoot. That's a difference. But they're not shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like we always say how a JJ Redick or a Kyle Korver or somebody like that, those were considered shooters.
yeah.
But the guys on our team, they can shoot. They're just not shooters. I don't care what Reggie Bullock say. He's not a shooter. He can shoot, but he's not a shooter. Shooters, like you said, King, shooters are consistent. That's their job. They're specialists. They come in, they hit you with them long bombs whenever you need them. You know what I'm saying? So to open up the offense, especially for ball handlers. But nah, you right, man. What other takeaways you got from the game today, man?
That's basically it. I told you the defense basically. There's no. He said adjustments. I don't know an adjustment we can make right now. I told you I'm sitting here just waiting for the trade deadline right now. I have nothing else because without a trade, there's no Luka MVP. That train is that ship is almost gone.
Yeah, I was thinking that tonight, bro.
The Joker is almost about to average 10 assists a game. He's at 9-8 now. So like, and he's going out and having games now. He's just getting 15, 10, and 10. You feel me? Like just chump change games and win it, just to get his averages up. So
hold on, I'm sorry. You said what now, King? He's scoring how much and doing what?
Like 15, 12, and 10, just to get his averages up, and he's able to do that because his team is better.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it is what it is. So I mean, I thought it was Lucas. The numbers are there, but like we're not going to win 50 games.
I told you. Well, we said this. It's like, yeah, Lucas putting the numbers up, but what have we been saying this whole time? They have to have the wins with those numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially now when you got Tatum over in the East and then you got Jokic over here in the West with the best records in their conferences or whatever, and they're also performing at the same time. So it's real simple to say, yeah, one of them is MVP because they best player on the best team scenario. You know what I'm saying? So we've always said, cause like if they had to stack the wins up with Luka putting these numbers up, and then on top of that, you already have the narrative of like you don't have any help. So those three things right there would have given you the MVP, but you're missing that one part of one of those three out of that scenario, and that's the wins. You're not getting the wins.
We're not getting that at the start of the season. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but at the season start we had like 5 wins and 3 losses, and all 3 losses were for 5 or less points, and in all those losses we were winning. We were basically that 3 games were basically won, but we lost. I mean, it was very frustrating for being here all night and seeing that, but that's the way it is. That's the way the season of Mavs is going on. Yeah.
Man, do y'all really think we're gonna be able to make it to the trade deadline? Because we're losing in bunches now, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we're almost back to 500.
Yeah, but February 9th, we gotta get to the 9th. We can make it to around. We can stay around 500 by the trade deadline. I think we'll be fine. It's just
around 500, bro.
It's just fifth. So a couple things. One, I don't know if we're getting 50 wins. Like I said again, like that's wild that we might get like 45 or 46 wins.
Probably.
But 2, like just I don't know, man. This trade deadline can't come soon enough. I don't know what we can do. Like I'm stuck in a moment right now of I don't know. Like I really have no clue, no answer what to do with this current squad. So I don't know, bro.
What we can give? We have
Christian
Bertans. It's like worth like what 15 millions, something like that, and he's playing like 5-6 million, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
the point also, Greg, you said something about Spencer Dinwiddie earlier. I didn't touch on. I wanted to touch on. Me and Rev talk about it a lot. We say Spencer Dinwiddie should come off the bench like he did last year. As far as that 6-man role, I feel like that fits him more, and it's a guaranteed ball handler. He's the guy that sets the guys up, and that's usually what he does. Like Jason Kidd usually wants him to be the guy that's with the second unit, so he should be the guy on the bench and maybe start a Josh Green or somebody beside Luka Doncic. Get some more athleticism out there with him. You know, especially if you're gonna have Luka with the ball in his hands all the time, just get guys to move and do stuff off of the ball with him, and let Spencer just come off the bench. But man, we need rebounders. We need defenders.
Yes.
We need everything, man. Like it's just so many things now we need.
Exactly.
We need switchable wings, man. Like
shooters. Bro, what don't we need other than Luka?
That's the short part. Yeah, what don't we need exactly?
You know, it's good. And you know what's funny? You said that, man, because now that you mentioned that, it's like we don't have just one hole to plug and we're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it last year? We didn't need another ball handler, right? Yeah. This year, like you said, we need rebounders. We need defensive wings. We need a another ball handler. All this extra stuff that we need.
In the playoffs, all we needed was a rebounder.
Yeah. And
in the playoffs, all we needed last year was a rebounder. Yep, last year all we needed was rebounds, and we would have been fine because Kevon Looney took it over in the paint, and we couldn't stop possessions and all that. The Mavericks really just need somebody that can stop possessions. Like with Luka moving at the slowest pace and all that stuff, you cannot keep possessions going. You have to stop possessions, and it's just so annoying watching like Dwight Powell not be able to get a rebound. Like, why is he out there as a center when he cannot grab a rebound?
You're so right.
And then he's supposed to be the guy that jumps on pick and rolls. So if he can jump out the gym and dunk, why can't he jump and grab a rebound? I don't understand this guy Dwight Powell. I'm so confused.
Yeah, there are games he's playing like 30 minutes and he grabs like 2 or 3 rebounds.
Hey, Greg, it's funny you said that. You know how many you got tonight?
Sorry, what?
You got your 2.
You got your 2.
You know how many rebounds you got you tonight? You got your 2.
Oh, God. Jeez, yeah. I did not look at the stats line, but
as soon as you said that, I looked down. I was like, "Wow, you just named off his stats for tonight." He almost played. He played 21 minutes. He's close to 30, but and got you 2 rebounds. You right.
I'm laughing now, but it's actually not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny, but I heard you.
22 minutes and 2 rebounds from our starting center.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, JaVale McGee played 3 minutes and got you 1. Oh, no, he didn't get you the rebound. Sorry, it's a personal foul. Sorry, JaVale McGee. You wrong. You wrong.
Hold on. Shots. All right. No, man, did you see Luka looking at the bench when JaVale got that offensive foul?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think that Luka thinks that JaVale has very high basketball IQ.
Basketball IQ. He doesn't. So why did they sign? So the thing is that we're stuck because of the decision making that the management made.
Yep.
So like we're sitting there talking about rebounding. No disrespect to Maxey. He's not a rebounder. We just gave him $11 million. Right? No disrespect to JaVale McGee, we just said, but we just gave him whatever we gave him. Like, why? This makes Theo Pinson still making money. Like, this makes no sense, bro. So I'm not. And then we lock guys in for years, not like a 1-year contract where it's like, all right, you just give you money for this year and get out of here, whatever. Or even a 1 year and a player and a team option the next year or something like that, whatever. JaVale McGee got 3 years.
Yeah. Well,
Maxi Kleber had 3 years after this.
You know what, guys? Joel had a pretty good year last year with Phoenix, you know? And right now he came to our squad, and Jason Kidd really don't know what to do with this guy. And not only with Joel, also with other guys, you know. As you said before, Dean would be a pretty good adjustment in the second line, you know. Right now, here in Slovenia, we're talking fans that Christian Wood should go to the first line, you know, starting 5. Now he's on the starting 5. I really do believe that Luka and him are great together on the floor.
Yep.
But right now, as you said before, this is not the only problem, and we have to figure it out. And this is the coaching, managing stuff, you know. But from the press conference after the games, from the Jason Kidd, all we hear is, oh, they need some time. We'll make some adjustment. We will see how it's going on. I mean, this is going on for 30 games right now, 40.
I said this, Greg. I said this, I asked King this a couple of shows ago. I said, hey, man, now last year, remember, it was like right after, January, like right at January 1st, we kind of turned the corner. Like, bro, we still playing the same way we played back in November and December here in January. Like, how much time do we need? We don't got much time, bro. Like, we got to figure this out, like, right now.
Exactly.
You need to start trying to pick up momentum now. Atlanta is picking up momentum, and they were worse than us. You know what I'm saying?
What are we practicing, bro? What are we practicing in these practices? I'm being dead serious. When they have in practice, what are the Mavericks practicing? Because
you're talking about practice?
I'm just saying, I guess
practice.
Because I want to know what they practice because we haven't seen the late game situation change, right? Like they still run that same Luka play, step back 3
every
for the
single
end of the game. We still don't know. They still don't know what to do out of the traps with Luka. Like that we still don't have the direct answer of stopping. We have nothing that can make them stop doing it. How about that? Usually you have plays that you go to where you say, okay, the defense is going to stop doing that because if they try to do this, they're going to leave this wide open and we're going to make them pay. They have not, which means every team is going to continue to start doing this now. It's been a trend now, and every team's going to keep pressuring Luka heavy, and say other guys beat us.
We talked about this before, right? Greg, you probably know who I'm about to talk about. Ogre, Luka's former
Igor.
Igor. I'm sorry, Igor.
Oh, Igor, yeah. Kokoschko.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah. Listen, I told King this before. I feel like I've been saying this probably 4 or 5 times on the show. I feel like the Mavericks offense took a step back when he left.
Man, you're
Jason
so
Kidd
right.
Listen, Jason Kidd is not an X's and O's coach. Now, listen, we give him the props in the world for the development because we've never had a development coach like that here, right? We always used to Rick Carlisle just being a guy who you better come in here ready before you step foot on the court with him, right? So we're appreciative of him being a development coach because if we had Jaden Hardy with Rick Carlisle, Jaden Hardy probably got traded already. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So we're glad
Josh
for
Green.
that part.
Josh Green was almost there.
Josh Green. Remember, look at the jump that Josh Green took from being under Rick Carlisle to being under Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
And so, we talk about this before, man. Like we miss him with the offense. Now I told King I think that St. Jean is supposed to be our Igor now, but I don't know a lot about St. Jean. I know about Igor. I've said this before. I know about Igor, and Look at not Miami. Sorry, look at the Brooklyn
Brooklyn.
Nets offense right now, with him over there running their offense. Like it's
Look,
night and day, man. Like that's one of the reasons why we struggle in those out of timeout plays, crunch time plays, the offense in general. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no creativity with the offense, man, and it is like I don't understand it. I really don't.
yeah, about Igor, right?
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys know, but he was our head coach of Slovenian national team at
Yeah.
Eurobasket. I mean, this guy is fantastic. He runs the play. Every single game, we have something new. No, even in the finals or the semifinals, we ran some completely different game plans than before. So the other team could not adjust. They did not know what hit them in which way from which player, and every single player on the squad knew his role. Right now, as you guys were mentioning, if there are like 5 seconds to go in the last quarter, the whole world knows what's gonna happen. Give the ball to
Yep.
Luka in approximately, I don't know, 100 feet from the hoop, and he's going to shoot it a step back. Probably he's
And that's
going,
and prime example of that, Greg. Look at the Milwaukee game.
Yep.
Milwaukee game.
Yeah, the one here in Dallas when Luka, like they had, I forgot how many seconds it was on the clock,
Okay.
and it's like the play was just give it to Luka and he just shoots it wherever he's at. It's like
Yeah, this is
that was
I'm
what
saying.
you took a timeout for that. Like what are we talking? What are we doing? Like you didn't draw anything up. So when that play went through and Luka missed it, man, Luka was mad. He didn't shake any hands.
Of course.
He didn't. He just
Yeah.
he mugged the sideline and just walked right into the court. I mean to the locker room, bro. Like he was mad. Like there's, I don't know, man. The kid needs to do something, man. I know they're trying to groom up St. Jean or whatever the case is, man. But man, yeah, come on, man. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Luka's gonna lose his faith in this franchise, man, very quick if they don't do something.
Every year is a year wasted away.
Yes.
And Luka's already said he doesn't plan on playing 20 years. As I keep saying, we're in 5 right now. So if it's 15, we've already wasted a third of it already.
But what I tell you last show, King, I said we should be the Boston Celtics right now.
Yeah.
After
That's
Luka's
it.
third year, we should have been the Boston Celtics.
Why, Greg, do you have any idea of why Igor left the team? We don't know why. He has the same role over in Brooklyn, so we didn't know why he left the team. We just heard he was gone.
Sorry, guys. No, I have no information about Igor, and yeah, I'm also very sad that we lost him. But what I want to pick out right now is how interesting is that we here in Slovenia thinks the same that you are guys thinking right now about the whole game, the whole process of the Mavs, and the whole game plan. It's basically the same. We also think that Luka is, I wouldn't say wasting his time right now in Dallas, but Dallas is wasting their time with Luka.
Yep.
Yeah, cause
That's a good point, Greg. I like the way you said that.
And it
Dallas
hurts when he
is
said
wasting
that.
their time with Luka. Yep.
I
'cause
mean,
they may not have.
they have a phenomenal, a generational type of a player
Yes.
that
Yes.
they are going to be years for another Luka or another.
Oh.
I don't know, but
Oh.
you have
King,
him
didn't we just
right
talk about
now.
this?
What are you doing, man? Give him some help around him, or just make some adjustment, make some plays to make his life easier. Come on.
Shout out
frustrating.
Slovenia. Shout out you guys right now. And if you guys can't see his clock on the wall, it's like it's almost 5:50 in the morning right now. So definitely love for that, Greg. Thank you.
Listen, you right, Greg. You definitely are right. We've said this a million times. You know, see, we're used to this now because Dirk went through this same thing, right? Now he eventually won a championship, but Dirk can barely walk right now. He looked like a mummy walking right now.
Yeah.
Because he literally had to put his whole entire body had to sacrifice his whole entire body just to get that one championship because Mark Cuban them didn't put the proper team around him, right?
Exactly.
He kept taking pay cuts and they never put a team around him.
Yeah, the puzzles were just right, you know.
Yeah.
For that 1
Kidd,
year.
For that one.
Yeah, Jason Kidd was a perfect point guard for Dirk. Dirk was obviously the star. They got a great rebounder on Tyson Chandler, was it? Right?
Yep.
They had Jason Terry with... He's a shooter. Jason Terry is a shooter.
Yeah.
He's a shooter, yes.
Yeah,
You give him those shots those guys get, Jason Terry knocking down all those shots. I believe it.
JJ Barea handled the point from the second
bet your house on the King.
They have everything. And they got cocky LeBron and D-Wade on the other side. It went perfect.
And, you know, like I said, when the thing, I mean, me and King talked about this on the last show, because Mark Cuban, he continues to hang on to that 2011 championship. So whenever one of us come out and call him out on it, or, hey, man, you need to give Luka some help, he'll dangle that championship right in your face. Remember that championship in 2011? And it's like, but this is a...
to talk about the help.
Yeah, it's like, bro, how long you gonna hold on to that championship? Like, that championship doesn't benefit Luka. He didn't win that championship. That's not his championship.
Yeah.
Can we get
help this man? Help him get a championship now.
Can we get Mark Cuban's email, bro? Can we get Mark Cuban's email from that guy and email him this show so he can see that it's not even just in Dallas, it's in Baltimore, and Slovenia, and everywhere else, that we can all see what's going on with this team. Yeah. That it's not just that he calls us toxic Mavs fans, but for some reason, all the Mavs fans across the world can see the same thing.
Bro, that's the funny thing, King. It's like everybody can see this, but you.
But him. Everybody can see it.
I understand that, bro. It's like, oh, okay. Everybody's saying the same thing.
The national media, the local media, the fans all across the world. Everybody says it, but when somebody
international
puts a mural
Greg
up,
here, yeah.
When somebody puts a mural up, though, it's disrespectful. Like he hadn't heard it before. So
it's everyday's theme here in Slovenia. We talk about that every single morning. You know, when the team loses, or even when the team wins it. You know, because probably when the Mavs won, Luka has like 35 points and 10 assists and something like that, almost a triple-double, if not a triple-double. And sometimes when Mavs lost, he's got like, 50 points and still got lost.
I think, have they still only won one game so far this year with Lucas had less than 30?
Really?
I think it's something like that still. I think they've only won one game this year with Luka has scored less than 30.
I lost track of that, man. Because maybe at one point it was like if he scored anything less than 30, you didn't win anything. Remember that? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Can you still think of any other games where you can sit and say Luka got less than 30 and we won?
I might have to look at the box score and stuff, but you might be right, bro. You might be
right.
That's
what I'm saying. That's ridiculous. And it's like you don't think Mark Cuban doesn't think Reggie Bullock has heard all year that he's been not good.
You don't think that? Remember, Theo said it on his podcast. Yeah. So
you don't exactly, and the players are saying stuff. So you don't think that Spencer Dinwiddie just said it on the show. You don't think these players hear what the national media and the local media is saying about this team? You don't think they hear that? You think a mural is what it takes for them to be like, oh, you know what? This is disrespectful. What's going on? You don't think Reggie Bullock knew he had one of the worst 3-game, 4-game, 5-game stretches of a player that plays starter minutes or 30 minits a game ever when we were talking about that?
Hold on, we still talk about the same guy.
Reggie Bullock has the most credit on the whole NBA.
I was gonna say, remember, this is the same guy too that when he was struggling last year, put shooter on his shoes.
Yep.
And continued to struggle. So I believe I don't believe he can. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do think he thinks like, oh, it ain't nothing, I'll be alright type thing. He's like, no, bro, you've been struggling for over 40 games. Bro, this ain't like just a couple of weeks, bro. You've been struggling for half a season, bro. Like this is real.
I don't care how hot Reggie Bullock gets. It will be hard for him to get to 35% for the season this year. That's how much trash he's been.
Yeah. That dude wants to shoot 100% every game the rest of the way.
Yeah, to get to 35% for the season.
You don't call a shooter when you have a 35-point percentage from the 3-point line.
No, not especially when you're not shooting difficult threes. All his threes are basically
Bro, Luka leads the league in setting up players for wide open attempts.
Yeah. I mean,
and like all you ask for as an NBA player, let me shoot a wide open shot. You don't want anybody in your face guarding you. You want to shoot a wide open shot.
Easiest
you give those
shot.
Opportunities and don't even thank you.
Like, the easiest shot is a catch and shoot shot.
That's right.
These guys are getting catch and shoot shots and can't shoot 40% or nowhere near 40% on catch and shoot. These are the again. These are the easiest. This is when you're supposed to shoot over 40%. Right. You're catch and shoot. These are wide open catch and shoot shots.
Well, Spencer is. Well,
Spencer shoots difficult threes. Spencer's actually a 3-point shooter this year. Like, he's actually a legit 3-point shooter. He doesn't just shoot catch and shoot threes. He creates them off the dribble, a bunch of step back threes. Like, Spencer's a beast. Mm-hmm. Spencer should probably be in a 3-point shootout this year, but that's a different story. But yeah, like, we don't have shooters. It's too many guys where there's a question mark. Like, no disrespect to like Josh Green, we love him. He's not there yet, but like, he's a question mark. But right now, I'm like respecting his three more than Reggie Bullock right now. You feel me? Like, I'm like, go ahead and shoot it.
Sure.
So he been out for 20-some games.
That's what I'm saying. Tim Hardaway Jr. Why isn't he knocking down wide open threes? He's supposed to be a shooter when he's out there. Like, every wide open, like you said, Jason Terry. When Jason Terry was wide open, it was hand down, man down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
We have nobody on this team where I can feel like, you know what? Nobody's in his face. He's going to knock that down. Even when everybody else plays the Mavericks, they seem to knock down wide open threes. John Collins shooting 20-something.
You said John Collins?
Oh, John Collins shooting 20-something% from three this year. He gets wide open threes against the Mavericks, though. Knocks them down just like it's easy. Like, they constantly do that against the Mavericks, but for some reason, Mark Cuban and these guys think these guys are like worth it, or they're just good guys or whatever. Like, I just don't understand their worth. I don't understand why he's keeping them. What are they good at? What are they good? Not average, not okay, suspect. Name me something these guys are good at. That's what I want to know, and Mark can't do it.
Yeah, they say that Reggie Bullock is not good. He's kind of great on the defensive end.
Nope, not anymore.
I'm sorry. If you're picking up 130 per game, it doesn't help you with Bullock or no Bullock. I mean,
and you know what's funny too about that, Greg? We talked about that before, right? We talked about the fact that if you're not hitting your shots, you have to be great at something else, right?
Yeah.
And like you just said, if he's not hitting his shots and he's not playing defense, then what are you good for right now?
And one more thing about Green, he's not considered a shooter, but he's shooting probably better than Bullock, who is considered.
Reggie Bullock. Yeah, he is.
And
44%.
And also, Luka is passing the ball to Bullock and other guys that they should check the ball, shoot it, and in the middle of the shot, they should say, "Thank you, Luka," and then hit it.
Uh-huh. These guys are not shooters at all. It just is what it is. They're not great at anything. It's just, again, bro, like, what are they good at? Somebody tell me what these guys are good at.
Yeah. Way before the season, the whole Mavs crew, Jason Kidd, Cuban, Nico Harrison, and other guys came to Slovenia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was one question in the press conference: are you satisfied with the whole team? And Nico and Mark looked at each other and said, "Yeah, we're okay." And all the media there were like, "Damn, they really don't know what they're saying."
Oh, we needed a third ball handler back then for some reason. No, we got Josh Green, Frank Ntilikina, and those guys.
Dodo. Remember they said Dodo?
Dodo, yep. He's learned a little bit. He can be a ball handler. What? Yep. Goran Dragic.
Yeah.
Now, Greg, did y'all think that Goran Dragic was coming to Dallas?
Well, there was a lot of media talk here in Slovenia about Goran coming to Dallas. We were really cheering for that. We got all hopes for Goran because we knew Goran. He is a fighter, He would do anything for his team. Despite he's a veteran, he can still get you 15 or 20 minutes per game, and he can contribute you 5-6 assists per game. Not mentioning he can shoot the ball way better than Reggie Bullock. And
shots.
Hold up.
And then
hold on, Greg. Hold on,
Greg. Hold on 1 second.
Shots.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and they said he's too old, and I was hearing so many stuff, and then you bring Campazzo. He is a fantastic EuroLeague player, but the game is way different in the EuroLeague. You cannot compare EuroLeague right now with the player who just came from the EuroLeague to the NBA.
Can't shoot.
Goran is veteran. He's got experience. You know, he's a great friend with Luka, like Boban was. You have
Former All-Star. Right? Former All-Star.
yeah, former
Don't
All-Star,
leave it
of
out there.
course, former third
Multi-time
NBA team.
Multi-time All-Star.
I mean, and you got
Right.
some other guys on the team, like
Going
you mentioned,
Dragic.
Frank and Kilina, Theo
Man.
Pinson. Theo Pinson is a great guy, but he's not a great basketball player.
No.
They could have got Goran Dragic for the low. Goran Dragic is better than, let me name. At this point, this is only at this point right now. This is not
Go
what I
ahead.
think projected. This is at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw in Jaden Hardy. Goran Dragic is better than him right now, and I love Jaden. I still think Jaden Hardy is gonna be the dude. I'm just saying.
Right now. We're talking about right now.
He's better than Reggie Bullock.
Yep.
Right. He's better than Frank Ntilikina.
Yep.
He's better than Davis Bertans. He's better than JaVale McGee.
Oh my God.
Right, like I'm how far up the line can I go and say that guy is better than these guys, and you decided not to bring him on the team?
That
was
what
Jason Kidd.
Mark Cuban thinks.
That was actually, I think we heard, Greg, that was Jason Kidd that said that
Man. Yeah.
Goran Dragic was too old and he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play him minutes but he went and got JaVale McGee. He's the reason JaVale McGee is on our team as well, which is Jason Kidd.
I'm gonna kick this kid's ass.
Hey, and he promised JaVale McGee a starting position.
Yep.
I can probably count on one hand how many games that JaVale didn't play total this year. You know what I'm saying? But he's supposed to be our starting center. Remember, our biggest weakness in the playoffs, like King just said, was rebounding. We need size in the paint. You know what I mean? And you get this guy and you don't even play him. He played 3 minutes a day, but how often does he actually play a game? You know?
I'd rather have Goran Dragic in our starting lineup right now than JaVale McGee.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd rather have Gordon right now in our starting lineup than Reggie Bullock.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just being real.
True. Ah, that's so sad, guys. That's
I'd
so
rather have Goran than Dwight Powell.
Bro, and you know what's funny, King? I thought about this earlier. You remember when it wasn't anybody on the show, except for Smito. But you remember on Twitter that they had folks on there talking about we owed the White Powell an apology. You remember that?
They do that every year, bro. I don't know why.
We said that. We said, bro, somebody
does a
tells us
run.
every year that we owed the White Powell an apology when he had
For
5
what?
good games in a row or whatever.
Remember last year, bro?
Yeah.
He was having the
Greg,
best. He was having the best run of his career before the playoffs. Remember we were saying in the playoffs, hopefully he steps up this time because he was playing the best basketball of his career before the playoffs last year, and then he
It
just
was barely
disappeared.
playable.
Then he just disappeared, and they were telling us to apologize to him beforehand, but then couldn't be played in the playoffs.
And then remember when he finally got back into the lineup and he had those like 3 or 4 good games. They're like, oh, you owe him an apology. Where those people at now, King?
What team? I don't know where they are, but what team ever has a guy that can't play in the playoffs that starts him next year?
Dallas.
Name me. No other team, right? Because even Jalen Brunson and all that stuff, they said when they couldn't play him, they put him on the bench, right?
Right.
But for some reason, Dwight Powell keeps starting.
Bro, because he earned his minutes, bro. Why you
Community
understand
service.
this?
I'm sorry.
Community service, he earns his minutes,
He
okay?
did his minutes.
You heard
It's like
Jason Kidd, man. He earned his minutes out here.
It's like he in prison or something. He got his community service minutes. I understand.
Yeah. Hey, we gonna find a way to name that, bro. I like
Name
what
that
you
to put that
said.
community service minutes in there. I got you.
Community. Hey, you know what? From now on, his name is Community Service.
Community service. That's his name.
That's his name. We got it. Bam. You heard it, Glow Yard. Community Service. All right, fellas. Let's go ahead and get into the game ball. So, Brad, the way we usually do this, we give the game ball to a Maverick no matter the wins or the losses. So tonight, man, who are you giving the game ball to tonight?
Well, I do trust Luka, but I would probably put Luka on a different situation. You know, everybody expect from Luka that he will hit a 3-point shot with a step back, but why not make it into the layup or just drive to the first line and make assist to outside? Anyway, you know, I don't.
This guy
Just
sound like
a
that.
different
Been saying this.
scenario.
Sound like
I've been saying this.
Yeah.
It's coming from Slovenia, bro. This from all the way in Slovenia.
And I'm
And they
saying
said the same
before,
thing.
I said before, you guys are thinking the same as we do. Actually, I can realize that now. I mean, from our perspective. You know, your
Right.
game is so different than ours. But right now, talking to you guys,
Same thing.
we could share the practice. We could share the team here. I mean, only the Jason Kidd and Mark Cuban couldn't surround around us, probably.
They the only ones don't seem to get it, Greg. I don't know. And it's like me and King talked about this before too. It's like because so many people are saying it, they don't want to like say for example, we talking about Christian Wood starting, right? It's
Yeah.
like Kid didn't want to start Christian Wood because he didn't want to prove us right, you know. And of course he ended up starting him because he had to. We had nobody else to put in that position, you know what I'm saying? So he had to start him. But as far as him starting him because it was the right thing to do,
Yeah.
he didn't want to do that because to spite the fans. And that was one of the problems. Same thing with Mark Cuban. He, despite the fans, I'm not gonna go get a superstar to help Luka. I'm not gonna put better players around Luka. I'm just gonna get Frank Ntilikina and give him 30 minutes a game and hope for the best. You know what I mean? It's like
That's your boy, bro.
You know
Frank
what
Ntilikina.
I don't understand? We brought up Christian Wood, who was a star in the Houston. You know, he was their main player, and
Right.
you bring him to the Dallas, and you bring him what to give him a minutes from the bench? Come on,
Glow, you hear? Glow, y'all hear him?
This
Is
is
that-
ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
certain people. Do y'all hear him?
Beyond ridiculous. I mean, come on. Everybody expect the guy who averaged like 17 points and 10 rebounds that he would came behind Powell. I really do not understand the logic behind this.
Shots. All right.
Bunch of shots on this show.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Who you giving the game ball to, King?
I have no clue, bro. I looked at this and I'm like, I wanted to kind of try to give it to Reggie. But let me ask y'all this question: do you feel like Trae Young had a bad game today? I know he didn't score, but do you feel like he had a bad game?
Not a bad game, but he didn't have a great game.
So I felt like he controlled the game, if that makes sense. I felt like a lot of them times when
Hold on. Let me see if Damon is in here, bro. Let me see. I can't read out. It's too many question comments. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead and say it. It's too late. now.
I felt like he controlled the game though. I feel like that lob, that run past the guy, throw up the lob was just there all night for him. Like, and he kept getting Reggie Bullock with that. So that's why I don't want to give Reggie the pass because Reggie, even though Trae didn't have great numbers, like as far as the scoring, I felt
It's
like
an impact.
he was still impacting the game and cooking them, like to get that open assist and all that. Somebody had to help over off of Trae Young. I mean, on Trae Young for him to get the wide open assist. So I felt like that kept happening. So
But I
Yikes.
thought that Reggie Bullock is such a great defender.
Question.
go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
So why didn't they throw like Josh Green on Trae Young a little bit more tonight? Because Trae Young been cooking Reggie Bullock since he was in New York.
Yep, since he was in New York, cooking him. Reggie, bruh, did you see them throw the ball up the court? And Reggie not know if he can go for the ball because he was afraid Trae Young was gonna get by him and just like get him for a foul or something like that. Where Trae just kept walking with the ball, looking at it, and Reggie didn't know to jump at it. He was scared. Like, I don't know to go for it because I'm afraid he might make me do something I don't want to do with something. Like, how are you a great defender and you doing that? How, bro? So I'm gonna get the game ball to. I'm gonna give it to Spencer Dinwiddie because I felt like he kept us close in that second half where he was making bucket at the bucket that was big. So I'm gonna give it to Spencer. I'm gonna find a way, and Greg, we really find a way not to give it to Luka. The game ball really is the Luka Doncic ball, but
Literally every game.
we try to give it to somebody else if we can. So I'm gonna try to give it to Spencer Dinwiddie today. I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to C Wood, but he had that early foul trouble,
Yeah.
and he just looked off a little bit. Not. Oh man, listen, that's what I was gonna say too. Do you see what I've been saying about C Wood not getting his foul calls?
Yep, all the time. You see him get hit from behind on a break where he ran it
Bruh.
and dunked it, and the dude just hit him from behind. He looked like what
He was getting hit by Conwoo and by John Collins, no calls. But when he backs down and lowered his shoulder, they call it offensive foul. I said this
every
last show. I
time,
said they
yep.
constantly call it offensive fouls, but they never see the fouls that they have against on Christian Wood or whatever, right? So it happened again tonight. Like I said, Christian Wood should be averaging anywhere from 6 to 7, maybe 8 free throw attempts a game. He's not doing that. Because then he's not getting any calls.
He need to hit that iron though too.
Yeah,
See what I want him. If he stays here, I want him to go maybe get a little, maybe 10, 15 more pounds.
Because it's like he's like a perimeter size, but he has a post player's skill set that makes sense.
He's like, and he's
like he's not fast enough to be a perimeter guy.
No,
but then he's not big enough to be a You know what I'm saying? Like he's not big enough to be that post guy. So I don't know. I'm with you though.
I want him to gain some weight though, because I think it'll help him with the free throw line. I think because a lot of the time he's flailing, if that makes sense, because he's so thin. So it looks the refs can't call it because they think any contact is making a move, if that makes sense, because he can't stand his ground.
But we brushed Damian Lillard's jersey. He got like 18.
Damian Lillard, the superstar. Damian Lillard, the superstar, bro. You know it's a difference. Damian Lillard, the superstar, though. I'm not saying he should get it. I'm just saying.
No, I hear you.
One's not. So
that just makes up. But no, you're right.
What it is.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna give it to Spencer Dinwiddie too, man. He looked nice out there today, man.
Yeah.
But yeah. Greg, you gonna stick around for a little bit, or you finna head out?
I have approximately 20 minutes, so.
Okay.
I like you guys. I would like to stick around more.
Yes, sir, man. You definitely welcome, man. We finna do the questions and comments, guys. Listen, if you're here in the comment section, you guys got a question or a comment that you're trying to address to us, you already know what to do. Hit us with the WTM in front of your question or your comment, guys, so that way we know you're addressing us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. We usually try to see if there's any super chats in here first. We hit those first, and then we hit the regular comments. But King, I saw something special in here you're going to like, man.
Yeah, I saw it, too. I saw it.
Shout out to my cuz, man, King Lee, man. He just became a member, y'all. Our first member. Appreciate that, nice. Man. We definitely appreciate that. There were some people I seen in here saying they can't find the member option. I would say, guys, go to our show page, and it should be up there. I just looked on my phone, so go to the show page and see if you can find it on there, guys. It should be up there, right there next to where you have already subscribed at. So you guys can go up there and see if you can find the join button. Let me see if there's no super chats. Okay, yeah, appreciate that, cuz, man. Got our first member of the show. Like I said, guys, if you guys want to see more videos like this, with guys like Greg, where we do collabs, because we definitely got a lot more to come. Go ahead and hit that join button, guys. We're gonna start doing these videos for the members of the channel. So hit that join button, guys, if you want to see these type of videos.
We're thinking of starting like in February. That way we can get a couple people in there before we just have one member, because we can do a whole show for King.
Right. All right, man. Here we go, man. First up, we got Ashton. He says, at this point, what are we playing for? Luka MVP or championship? Don't look like neither, to be honest with you, Ashton.
Bro, I don't trust the first round right now. Right now, we got to play Sacramento. We haven't played Sacramento at all yet.
Didn't I ask you that?
It's because Sacramento, though. And you know how we play against Sacramento.
I was just about to say, you know how we are with Sacramento, man.
Yep. Yeah, right now it's us versus Sacramento. We haven't played them at all yet. Like, the way it's looking, I wouldn't be surprised if Sacramento beat us all 3 times whatever we play.
Man, Dallas better make a trade, because right now we not having faith in this team right now. Did, what's good, man? Says, can Luka just for once score 10 points minus free throws and have his team win? That's a good one. Please, that was what Trey did tonight. He said, still won the game. This is a joke. Teams would double nowadays. Now always. Yeah, I said that, deal. It's like if you pay attention to the last handful of games, they are trapping the heck out of Luka, man. And other teams are damn, which is smart. I'm not mad about them doing it. That's smart. That's what I would do. You double Luka, you make the other guys beat you. Now, like you just said, luckily for Atlanta, they got DeJounte Murray. Yeah. And shout out to Demond and them, because I watched their channel, and they've been dogging DeJounte Murray and the other guys. They didn't look bad tonight. They had more guys that could put matter of fact, the balance across the board is something I wish we had. So,
bro, I'm kind of getting on that John Collins train. I ain't gonna lie to you,
bro.
For some reason, it's like he keeps like interviewing for the Mavs. It's like, come on and get me, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking that today too, man. When I was watching, I'm like, man, John Collins looking nice, bro. I'm not.
He keep asking the Mavericks to get him, man. Every time he come here, he's like, come on.
Man, yeah, he looked nice tonight, man. Oh, and Greg, you want to comment on these, man? You can go ahead and comment too, man.
Cool. Okay.
Ashton says defense was bad and Luka played bad in the fourth with 7. Jesus, he had 7 in the fourth.
I ain't know he had 7 for wow.
It
Yeah.
was 7 turnovers in the last quarter.
Jeez. Let me look at all the stats. I'll tell you for sure how many
This
he
is
had.
way.
He had
too
7.
much.
Luka had 7 turnovers altogether. So I don't think it was in the fourth. I think it's just all
Okay.
together.
Just in
Anyway,
general.
still 7.
That's still a lot.
turnovers are- yeah.
That's still a lot, yeah.
Still way more than a lot.
Dang, boy.
How did you hold up, bro? How did JaVale McGee play 3 minutes to get you 2 turnovers?
Oh, remember? He had
I
the
know,
offensive
But just
yeah. That's when Luka was mad. I remember when Luka was looking at the bench like
got
get
you
him out
no
of here type of thing.
rebounds, a personal foul,
It
and
was-
2
Yeah,
turnovers.
it wasn't the first time that Luka did that. He did that before.
Yeah, he has. He did, yeah.
What?
We talked about that too.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he likes JaVale McGee, bro. I don't think he likes JaVale.
That
Did
shit
you call
got
him in the first practice Jamal?
Joel.
Oh,
Joel.
Yeah, Joel. Or no, was it
Joel.
Joel?
Joel
Yeah.
like Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Joel, yeah, of course it was Joel, yeah. Whoa, maybe Luka thought it was Embiid. Maybe
man,
he
I would think
expected they would
Shoot.
get him a help like
he's like,
Embiid.
whoa, Embiid. That's probably why Luka was saying, "Yeah, I trust the team." He thought he was getting Embiid.
He said Joel, what?
That Joel, yep.
Div says Ashton Luka didn't play bad. He just didn't play to what we are used to, which is MVP level. Yet the team still can't beat a 500 record team when he isn't dropping 40 points. Just lack of talent. Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
Would you call this one a good game?
No.
Not
This is
with
one of those cases.
seven turnovers.
This is one of those cases I was telling you. It's like Luka can just wake up and get you 30. Like he literally
Yeah.
steps out his bed 30.
Yeah, he's
You know
gonna
what
get
I'm
you.
saying?
He's gonna get you 30, but you can't have 8 assists and 7 turnovers. Like that's nasty.
Exactly. That's a nasty ratio, man.
Yeah, that's almost 1-to-1.
Yeah. Oh, Greg, this for you, man. My boy TGK, he said, shout out to Greg's Court.
Hey.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Greg, follow him too, man. TGK TV. He's also a Mav
I did on the
content
Twitter.
creator.
I
okay.
I need on the YouTube also, of course.
Yeah, follow him on YouTube. He does pregame shows. He does the pregame shows. We do the postgame shows.
That's great. That's great. You got all covered up.
Yeah, pretty much. Div says, nice to see Greg's Court on your show. Looking forward to it. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see.
We got fans in the house.
Got
Greg.
fans,
Oh,
man.
you the guy.
Div says, I think you guys are correct. A trade must happen. This is getting embarrassing. Like I said, Div, King said we got into the 9th.
Ninth.
What's that? 3 weeks away?
Yeah.
Hill change. Turn into a hill.
Bro,
I'm
like,
telling you.
are we gonna make it? That's like, I don't want to slip back under 500, bro. I don't want to slip back under 5. I don't want to slip back under the 6th seed. I don't want to play with that. You know, the playing stuff, bro. I want to stay away from that.
Yeah.
And we're losing, and then you got Sacramento winning. It's starting to become harder for us to even get to the 4th seed, let alone the 3rd seed.
Bro, the Pelicans winning.
Yeah, the Pelicans
And
are winning.
they're not even healthy. And we can't win.
What does that tell you, King?
Tell you this team not good. The Pelicans
Thank
got other
you.
players on their team. Are we gonna do you
Like
want
Div just said, Luka got a literally score 40 for us to win a game.
do you want to
That's
touch
right,
that point about Luka, about what Mark Cuban said was possibly a lie? But that it was reports about Tim McMahon and all them saying about Luka?
I was gonna save all that for another show because
Okay,
a
that's
lot
fine.
to touch on that,
That's
bro.
fine.
A
That's
lot to
fine.
touch on that.
We can wait. And I know it was just hot news off the
Yeah,
press.
yeah. I was sitting there thinking today, like, we got to find a way to squeeze that in. Cause we got some people
You
who want
guys
to do
do know
collabs and
that
stuff
I
with us.
met Tim McMahon on here in Slovenia?
Tim was over there. That's what I'm saying. I get to Slovenia. It sounds like everybody can meet each other. It's a little. It's intimate over in Slovenia.
Yeah,
I
Tim
don't
said he
know.
liked it. He said he loved it up there.
Yeah, J.K. said he loved it too. He said he drank a bunch of wine.
And a beer.
They might explain a lot. Live was good, man. Said, what's up, Glow Yard? Not a bad game, even though we lost. I see lots of positives to take in this one. He said, I think soon we are about to go on a big win stride. All right.
That's a
Lies.
positive attitude.
That definitely is positive. I hope you're right, Lies. I definitely hope you're right, man. Cause
I hope so too, Lies, man.
I don't have anything to grasp to right now, man. It's yeah.
We have no rebounding. If we have, I'm telling you, it's a big piece of it is that rebounding.
That's
We just
a
can't stop
huge
possessions,
gaping
man.
hole, bro.
We
Yeah.
cannot stop possessions, and I hate it.
Cause like you said, I seen it today for sure. There was a lot of times like Dallas got the stop, but just couldn't close out the complete stop by getting the rebound.
Nope. It's a lot of times when you sit there, bro, and you like, all right, just get a stop and go score, and you be like, all right, they stopped him, but then Clint Capella get an offensive rebound, or the Mavericks foul,
or Conwell get an offensive rebound,
or they foul, the Mavericks get an off-ball foul trying to get the rebound or something. I'm like, why don't you guys box out? Like, can no one box out? Does no one know how to box somebody out? Like, when the ball goes in the air and just stop them from being able to get the ball?
These are basics.
Yeah, it's basics. Rob says, AKA Robert Kelly, what's good, man? Says, he said, love you guys. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, man.
Love you too, bro. Sorry he made you change your name. That was rough.
Oh, man. Coy says, bad loss. We played good on offense, but our defense is bleep. He said, love seeing Josh back. I don't know what needs to change, but something has to. Yeah, we definitely need to do something, y'all.
Cam Reddish.
We don't want this losing mentality to seep in, man, and get worse. You know what I mean? Gotta do something, bro. Coy also says, Hawks shot great tonight. Got to give it to him. Yeah.
Everybody shoot great, man.
Everybody did.
Everybody shoots great, though. Portland shot great.
Yeah. Like I said, we gave up 130 plus for the last three games so far. So, yeah, our defense right now ain't showing up.
We'd have lost to the Lakers if they had three-point shooters.
Yep. Remember, we beat them in double overtime. So, yeah.
Yep.
And they came back on us.
Three-point shooters, we'd have lost to them.
Johnny B says, I guess those guys back meant nothing. Another L on the board.
Not yet, Johnny.
Not going to go that far, Johnny. We're going to give it time, man. They just got back.
Yeah, first game. I ain't going to do it yet.
Coy said, don't see the join. Like I said, guys, go to our page. I thought it would be right there on the if y'all looking on your phones or whatever.
I'm going to check and see why you're talking, bro. Why you talking?
I see it right here on my phone. I don't know if you can.
Go ahead. It's not professional.
You see that?
I don't know. It's not professional, though.
It's not professional. See that join? Yeah, it's on there.
I don't see it on mine either.
It's not on the page, the show page?
Let me see. I'm on the actual thing. On the show page, is it up top? I don't see it either.
Yeah, it should be right there next to where the subscribe is.
I don't see it on mine, on my YouTube app.
What?
Maybe it's
54 guys are watching two great dudes and the dude from Slovenia. Is this correct?
Yeah.
I mean, this is an L. We could have. I mean,
yeah, usually, man, when we get L's, we win. It's a little bit more than that in here. But
what was against the Lakers? We had 600 and something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know, y'all, cause King got my cuz he subscribed or he joined, so I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, but I can't. Not on here. Maybe when the show's over, they'll be able to look. Like check again once the show ends.
I guess, man. Why do I have it then and y'all don't?
I don't know. You got Android though, right? I was on an iPhone. Let me see if it's on the Android.
Oh, hey, what phones are y'all using?
Yeah, let me check. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, because what's the name said it too. Ashton said the same thing.
Yep, it's you can't do it on iPhone. I went to my Android phone and it shows on there. I don't know.
Bro, are you serious, bro?
You probably going to go to the like actual in the app or something like that, but
it
says
man, are you serious, bro?
It says join though, like over.
Yeah, that's how. Wow. Okay, well, we just figured it out, y'all. If you have an Android, you can. I don't understand why that is. Y'all might have to go like on a computer or something, or go online or something. Y'all do it, I guess. I don't.
Go to your Safari page or something probably, and type it in YouTube that way instead of the app, instead of the iPhone app. I don't think it works on the iPhone app right now. I don't know.
We might not get members because of that, man. That's crazy. I didn't even know that about that. Div also says it's so frustrating watching Trey get players in unrestricted and trades through his career, and Luka gets JaVale McGee type players and joke pickups. This is on the Mavs organization. Period. Yeah, it is, man.
I agree on that.
It is. Like I said, after Luka's third year, man, we should have been looking like Boston right now.
We should have had DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
Or we should have had Jalen Brunson. Or we should have had Seth Curry. You know how good Seth Curry be right now on this team?
Oh, he's a shooter.
Yeah.
Div says if the trade is not done for a center, this is pathetic. It is the biggest weakness on the team, and we have no one who can prevent anyone from going towards the rim for easy layups. Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
Also.
Yeah, it is true. It is definitely true, man.
We got JaVale McGee for 3 more years because nobody.
Yep. Remember, y'all was signed up for 3 years. Woo. Yay. Akuma says all the high praise for Luka, but does he make people around him better? Does he uplift his players? Only the greats do that. And when he's looking mad as hell when someone is off or something.
I can comment on that.
Go ahead, Greg.
This is especially seen in the Slovenian national team because, of course, the players are not on the same level as Luka is. The fact that Luka can bring from these players 20 or 30-point games, that speaks for that self that Luka can make players around him better. And if these so-called shooters will hit those shots, Reggie Bullock would have 30 points, 20 points. Dinwiddie could have also 30 points per game, but they are just not hitting the shots. I mean, there are games that Luka could have a potentially 25 assists per game.
Yep.
And I'm not overreacting right now.
Not at all.
So I agree on that. That the greatest do have that other players makes better. I agree on that, and the team has to win. But unfortunately, right now, I don't think that the players around Luka are capable of doing that. Luka would show as someone who makes his player better.
You know what, man? Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
We always hear these people talking about does Luka make his players better. He's
Where's
talking
that
about the
coming
great. No, hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
Check this out. He talking about the greats, right? Let's name some greats off real quick, King.
Go ahead.
Greats that won. Jordan is one of the probably the greatest of all time. Did he have another guy who helped him?
He did. He had Scottie Pippen later on.
Oh,
before that, he couldn't get away from being a bottom seed in the East.
Gotcha. Okay. Larry Bird is a great.
Yeah,
Did he have any help?
He walked into it with some greats already. Some guys like Dennis. What's his name? Dennis.
Dennis Johnson, Hall of Famer.
Dennis Johnson. You had.
Dennis Johnson, Hall of Famer.
You had
Kevin
Cornbread, Maxwell. Kevin
Robert
McHale,
Parrish.
Robert Parrish. Those guys. Yep.
All Hall of Famers, right?
Even got your guy. Was Bill Walton later on?
Gotcha. He was one of the he's
Six-man
MVP, former MVP who won 6 man for them. Let's see who else. Magic Johnson. Did he play with anybody?
I mean, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar considered one, if not the greatest player of all time, one of the 3 greatest players of all time. James Worthy. Who else you want to go into the line with? Like his whole starting lineup, but Byron Scott.
Okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me go back some more. Allen Iverson. Who did he play with?
Played with Dikembe Mutombo. With the year he actually made the finals, he played with the Defensive Player of the Year, Dikembe Mutombo. 6th Man of the Year, Aaron McKee. Tyronn Hill. Dark Coleman.
Yeah.
So he had players that were names. Like Dark Coleman was nice. I don't know if the younger players or the younger fans know about Dark Coleman, but Dark Coleman was that dude back on New Jersey. So
okay,
he had guys.
So let's get on players who didn't win anything. Who did Patrick Ewing play with?
John Starks.
Who was undrafted?
Charles Freewell, Allen Houston.
Now he played with those guys. That was at the end of his career.
Harper.
Mark Jackson.
Derek Harper.
So was any of those guys superstars?
No. The closest guy he had to was
Starks?
I guess Allen Houston, John Starks, maybe that.
Yeah.
But John Stark was an undrafted player.
Yeah, but he still ended up.
Allen Houston was at the end of his career. Because matter of fact, that year they went to the finals, he didn't play. He was hurt.
Sorry to interrupt.
Then he got trapped into
approximately 5 minutes left.
Oh, You're good to go, Greg. I know you got to get out of here. Take care of your family.
Got
No,
to
we
go
appreciate you.
take my family out and to work. Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it, man. We definitely appreciate you hopping on.
I also
You can hop on
appreciate it,
whenever.
of course.
I think, bro, don't you have his information and on the show, and
Oh.
also guys can follow him and all.
I'll put it in here right after the show, man, so that everybody can go ahead and follow you. But guys, he's at Doncic Doncic N01 on Twitter. Doncic N01 on Twitter. That's Greg's Court Twitter. So go ahead and follow him on there, guys, and follow Greg's Court on YouTube too, his YouTube channel.
We got all the goodies on Luka, and anything Slovenia. We love it.
Yes.
Thank you guys once again for having me. It was a real pleasure. I mean, you guys are great. I hope this is the first. Of course, it's the first show with you guys. I hope it's not the last one. And I wish you all the best. You're doing great.
Thank you, Greg. Same to you.
We definitely appreciate it, man.
You're always welcome. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys. And to all your fans and all the public that is watching this stream right now, let's hope that our Dallas Mavericks will be around 500 or more, you know. And it's not about Luka being MVP. It's, for me personally, it's about
winning right now.
Getting into the game for the championship. You know, this is all we want. Luka is a winner. It's a born winner. He won't satisfy himself with just being around a trophy. He wants to win it, and that's not my personal opinion. That I know this is the truth. This is the main thing why he is in Dallas. The main thing why he is in the NBA, and eventually, I really hope he will get that ring, and I really do hope he will get it with the Dallas, because you guys accept him.
We do too.
And yeah, that's it. It should be right to get it with the Dallas.
He'll get it.
Sir.
I think he will.
I think he will too.
Guys, have a good one.
All right,
You
man.
too, Greg. Thank you.
Bye.